Welcome to the Panther Pad Podcast. I'm General Mike Payne, National General under King Rick, and we have a good, interesting show for you today. Introduce yourself, please.
I am Lola Truitt, a Panther soldier.
All right, today we're going to start off talking about the Lynn Haven Mall incident in Virginia Beach. We all know that there was a man by the name of Mr. Mackey who was falsely detained, and we actually got some information, learned a little bit about the brother, and we hear he's doing some great things for himself. And shout out to him. He's got his own business, I believe, and entrepreneur, and that's great. Working for yourself is always a lovely thing, and he went through a lot to get to that level. So shout out to him, definitely. But we saw the video. And we decided we are going to go talk to the Virginia Beach police. We wanted to go straight to the source. And so we did that. And we went and spoke to them. And let's be clear, okay? There's a lot in that video. There's a lot to take away from that video. Some of you may agree. Some of you may have not agreed with what was said. But all in all, criminal-wise, I'd say the police weren't criminal. They didn't do anything wrong on a criminal level. Could they have been more, what's the word for
Tactful?
it? Tactful, yeah. Also,
polite?
Well, they were pretty polite, but they could have been more.
Treat them with dignity.
What's that?
Humane.
Humane. That's the word we're looking for. See, my editor always knows. Yeah, dignity. Treat them as a human being and with respect. And what I mean by that is they could have ushered him out and said, hey, we don't want to make a scene here or anything like that. We have an issue going on. Can we possibly, step outside and just talk about this really quick? Now, I do know this is, the reality of things. Police have a split second to make a decision. They don't want somebody running on them. They don't want somebody pulling weapons on them. But as I told the police, you have to use a form of common sense to a certain level, even when protocol is in place, that you have to be able to see this man sitting here eating with his family.
Yeah, bro, you do this in public? You can't tell me walk outside.
What did he do? We just
front of my family?
I talk to you, okay?
But he did nothing. Y'all got the wrong person. We don't even have a black truck.
A black truck, bro?
We don't have a black truck. We just came to the mall. What did he say?
All of this.
But I record this. I'm taking it to court, bro.
Okay, but don't snap.
Serious?
But what did he do?
You gonna let me talk to you?
You like you got these cuffs on me. Take me
Babe,
to,
don't snap.
Take me to the
It's
front,
fine. But what did he
Take me
do?
to the front now.
Can you tell us? We just came with our family. We don't even have a black truck.
No, get off me. Don't take
Jamar,
me.
don't snap. Wait a second. Come here. Come report this.
Yeah.
He's not, he didn't look like he was about to run off for anything, and also, that's their job. Chase him, do what you got to do. But they didn't have to cuff that man in front of his kids, and they didn't have to cuff him in front of the whole mall without asking him any questions,
That's like humiliating. Can you
It is.
imagine you did not commit a crime
Right.
and you just got your life on track and you think that that's behind you?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're being wrongfully accused of something?
Right. So we went through that whole thing with the police. We asked them, what exactly was going on with this, that, and the other, and they gave us answers. They were straightforward and gave answers, and it went well, I thought. And I also, as I always do, I keep the door open for dialogue because I know we need that between our community and what's going on with the police, because I want to make sure that our people are always spoken for in the right form, because a lot of brothers get to a certain level and activism and they just sell out and whatever. No, I want to make sure whatever the needs of the people, whatever the community needs, those needs are being met by who we're talking to. So I wanted that to happen, and so I leave the door open for dialogue. And as I told them, as I've met with other police chiefs and whatnot, we could talk about it and make sure that situations like this don't happen again, and we can make it better.
And I'm happy that you did that, but we have to be honest. The relations between law officers and the Black community have been opprobrious for years. We've never really had
And that's what I told him.
healthy, and I'm happy that you pointed that out and you're being real and honest.
Yeah.
That's something that we have to start talking about, is how can we get healthy relationships between law enforcement and the Black community? Do you think that's something that will ever happen?
I don't know. It's a long road. It's a really long road, and there's a lot of steps that they have to make in order to, get to that level, and so that we can have that, because, there's a lot of things that the community doesn't understand that the cops can't even do. That they're not even responsible for, that we go to them for, and it has nothing to do with law enforcement. It's the policies. There's different things. So. And we talk about that all the time, but our time's running out on that subject. Well, the video's up. You'll definitely be able to see that, and we'll probably have a little clip of it here. Our good editor will put that in there, I'm sure. I would like to get some sort of transparency, because ethically and morally, I think it could have been handled a little bit better. As far as maybe just asking him to step to the side and saying, hey, we don't want to cause a scene. Could you please step out here? And, maybe talk to him that way before just deciding to slap cuffs on the man, especially with his family there. I do understand that the description matched as far as the child wearing red and things of that nature. So I get that, and I know you guys have a split second to make decisions, and you don't want nobody to run on you and things of that nature. So I do get that. I am aware of all that. But, some type of common sense sometimes, I believe, comes into play, where you see a man sitting there eating a sandwich with his kids and things of that nature. Somebody should say, hey, can we step to the side and at least be able to, communicate with him, instead of just slapping the cuffs on him. Because regardless, I know they were courteous and they apologized. But when that man goes back into the mall, everybody's saying that's that man that just got arrested. And I've talked to people that personally know him, and he's done a lot to get to where he's at, and to be falsely detained in front of his son or his child is just it's kind of a slap in the face to him. So I would like to see if we could do something as far as an apology to him, to where we can make things right, because I know the relationship between the police and the community has never really been that great, and things like this aren't going to make it any better. But at least apologizing for the moral from a moral standpoint, I think would be nice.
Okay. This is Lieutenant Wichensall. He's actually the chief's aide.
Okay.
I don't want to speak out of turn. He probably had a little more information on what's going on with the investigation than I would.
All right.
So I'll let him answer any questions or anything.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt, it was a traumatic event for anybody to go through what he went through, and the chief conveyed that. He did a press conference just a while ago where he personally apologized.
Okay.
And I know the officer involved apologized on the video, and the chief reiterated that apology. Most importantly, the chief wants to meet with the gentleman, talk with him, and explain things, and have a dialogue in a sense.
Okay.
It was a difficult situation. We're in the process of compiling all of our information together, looking at that, so he, the chief, the executive leader of the organization, can evaluate what occurred, see if we need to change policies, positions, in that aspect. And the least he wants to do, like I said, is he wants to meet with the gentleman, even his family, to explain it. And he recognized, and I recognize, I think everybody in the department recognizes that it's disastrous, uncomfortable, however you want to put it, being arrested in a public place. Absolutely. In front of your family, especially your child, and for it to be for a wrong reason is an impact, without doubt. And I accept that, and I apologize for it when he went through that. It was a difficult situation for him, and we're going to look and see what we can learn from it in that aspect, and see what modifications we have to do in that aspect. Okay. But it would be premature for the chief or even us to say something about it in definitive answer until we get all the facts in there so we can do it. We're trying to do it. That involves looking at the mall stuff at the mall, talking with people there, even talking with the gentleman that was involved as well to get his perspective in that aspect of it. Because the video, shows a lot, says a lot, but it doesn't show everything. We want to get as much as we possibly can before he makes a definitive answer on that. It would be unfair to everybody involved, and most importantly the gentleman, but also the community, for the chief to jump to the conclusion before he's got all the information in that aspect.
Okay, so he hasn't been cleared as a suspect?
But I'm not talking about anything criminal when I say that. I'm talking about the interaction he had with that. The gentleman was not arrested. He was released, and even on the video that went on the internet yesterday, you can see where they released him. They apologized to him and said he wasn't, and he was free to go. And that's
right. So I'm saying it would be jumping to conclusions or jumping to the situation to apologize to him. To that man?
No, not at all. No.
That's what we're talking about.
No, gosh, no. The chief's already done that.
Right.
On the video.
Okay.
The chief has already, the press conference, the chief has already apologized to him. The officer who was involved apologized to him. And the chief has also laid out the flag. And we're trying to work so we can identify the gentleman so the chief can meet with him personally and talk with him.
Okay. Now also, okay.
Please don't take anything I said
that
conveying that the gentleman that was in the video, specifically that he interacted with, is a suspect or
right. Yeah. No. The reason why I asked that is because like you said, you didn't want to jump to anything, prematurely, and I was figuring, well, as long as he's cleared, then there's nothing premature to jump to as far as he goes, right?
Yeah, I don't know if anything with him at all.
Right. So yeah, that's the only person I'm talking about. The only person I'm concerned about is that one gentleman that wasn't, who you guys thought that he was. So let's go to the next topic because this is all one night. All right, this is all one crazy night. This is Monday. This is a Monday night, and we're doing a little debriefing. We're talking, and one of our members sees a guy just like trying to open up his car door.
Yeah, just bold about it.
Yeah, like he just, I don't know what's going on. So next thing you know, he's over there like, yo, on the man, like, what are you doing? And he pressed him pretty nice, and the guy just started mumbling. I don't know if he spoke English too well.
He said, I speak no English.
It was really crazy. And the man was looking, all spooked out and everything. And, I don't know if he was on something or what, but he said he was looking for a friend. I clearly heard him say that. I but he didn't look like he was looking for a friend. When you're looking for a friend, you come to the car and you look in, that's not the right car.
But you walked around the whole entire vehicle.
The whole car.
Back window, he was looking inside.
Right.
And then was trying all the doors.
Yeah. So, we ran up on him, got him, up out of there. I told him, look, man, it's best you just walk off. You go about your business and walk off. I don't know what you was here trying to do, but it's best that you walk off. So, he took that advice and, he went wherever he went. So we said, hey, look, let's get out of here. We got some other stuff. I think we're supposed to be
going to the Christmas drive.
Right. And we're going to be giving away toys to kids and things like that. So we get to pulling out. Next thing you know, these blue lights, boom, hit me. I'm like, wait, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
So
my heart stopped.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? So, I rolled down the window. I mean, he didn't even come up to the window, first of all.
He came through the back.
Yeah, he stood all the way by the gas tank, all the way in the back, and was just like, hey, you can put your hands out the window. And I'm like, hands out the window? I was like, all right, So I put my hands out the window. He was like, you in the car alone? Nah. He said, how many in the car? I was like, one more, So, whatever. I was cooperative with the whole situation. And after that, he asked, some couple questions. He didn't want me to step out, but I did step out anyway. And, we ended up having a dialogue. And, they told us, thanks for being cooperative. And I looked at them and was thinking the same thing, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've been cooperative too. Because, everybody was there standing up strong. And, hey, we didn't want it to be a messy situation or nothing crazy happening. So, they were nice about everything they wanted. And, we were too. Respect and respect. Two-way street. And it worked out good. But somebody from, I guess, the little shopping center over had called the police. They said they just saw a bunch of black folks out there pressing some dude up.
She said black men.
Yeah, black men pressing some guy. So it wasn't even the guy that got pressed that was calling the police. So it was just some random person. So anyway, that ended up happening with that situation. All was good, and they let us go. And yeah, we'll probably show you a little clip of that as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Who am I talking to? I have you stopped, so I'm just trying to talk to you. If that's all right. I understand you guys want to stand in front of them. I got it. I guess it doesn't matter to me. So basically what happened, we got a call for a group of black males brandishing a firearm, pointing a gun at someone, and then that they were leaving in a white Challenger. Okay. White Challenger or Charger. They know what it was. I guess they don't know what cars are. You're leaving the scene. Really dark window. I can't see how many people were in the car, anything like that. I didn't make a traffic stop on you for that reason.
I get it.
Not writing you any tickets for anything, or anything like that. Whoever this Asian male of descent or whatever, he's not here. He's no longer on scene. Nobody wants to make any report or anything like that. Y'all are free to go. I already gave you back your ID. I'm just explaining this so we're all understanding of what exactly happened.
Absolutely.
There was a separate lady that saw all this happen. She can't really describe what exactly happened. I don't have a victim of a crime, so again, y'all are free to go. Okay. I don't know what happened. Do y'all have any questions of me?
No.
Anybody want a card or anything with my name on it?
No, we're good to go.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
All right.
And on to the next subject. The Christmas toy drive. All right. So, of course, we were late. All right. We were late. It's not the black folks thing. It wasn't that. All right. We actually got held up, literally. Right. We got held up. we were dealing with the police all night. So, we were late and we are sorry. As you can see from Facebook, we had uploaded some pictures that when we were doing all the packing and packing up the stuff. So we were there Sunday, right? It was Sunday. Yeah, it was there Sunday packing up the stuff. Today we were supposed to give it out. There was plenty of people there. There was a line wrapped around the whole building. Maybe a couple blocks.
There's a lot of cars saying they've been waiting there since blah 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 time, and we actually ran out of toys.
Right, it was from 4 to 7, and they said people had been there since 11, just waiting. So that just shows you there's a lot of people in need for things, and a lot of people that wanted to get their kids stuff for the holiday season or whatnot. So, but when we did show up, it was all love, and we helped out where we could. They still had some raffles going on, so we brought the stuff inside because some people hadn't picked up the raffles yet. But it was a beautiful thing. So shout out to everybody that was involved with that. 7 City Divas.
Yes, they're amazing.
Yeah, what was the queen's name?
Taisha McCoy.
Yep, and who else?
And Lady Divine.
Lady Divine, yes, absolutely. So yeah, it's a really dope thing to do. We love seeing stuff in the community that's giving back and everybody's being helped out the way they need to. I think that's a beautiful thing.
And I think that's beautiful too. If we actually start doing more things to our community and we start giving people in the community what they need, a lot of the need for, public assistance will go away because we're addressing our own needs.
Yeah. We, and we have to all band together to do that, So it is good when I see other people doing those works, It's beautiful. So, yeah. And that's really all we have to talk about tonight. I mean, it was a long night. and then on top of that, we had to come record this wonderful podcast for all of you, Yeah. So I've been hungry all night, and things like that. It's late, but we have to get things done and get things out to you guys so that you can see what's going on, what we got going on in the community, and what's just going on all around us. Because it's a wild night being a Panther. So like, share, subscribe. All right, I know y'all not doing it. I'm looking, Facebook be looking nice. Stuff be looking nice on there. YouTube not so much, but we're working on that. But it's all good. I just put it up there so you guys get to see it.
And don't forget to follow us on our page.
Yeah. What is the Facebook page?
It's the original Black Panther Party VA.
There you go, the original Black Panther Party VA. follow us there. It is a private page because I can't switch it back to public. Found that out last week, but it's all good. They say you got to protect the people in there, and some people want to make sure that they're protected when they're giving their thoughts and posting certain things. So that's cool, but definitely you can follow us there. You can follow us on Mike Payne the General. I post a lot of the same content on there. I apologize, my normal page is full for the most part. But yes.
And also, I wanted to put a shout out. We are recruiting for new Panther soldiers. If you're interested, inbox my general or myself, and we can get you started.
Yeah, definitely. And you gotta have that passion, that love, and dedication.
Right.
So everybody can't do this.
It's not for everyone.
It's not. I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was, but it's clearly not.
Really
So yeah, definitely. We are here. We're gonna sign off. Love y'all, and as always,
All power to the people.
All right.